I know, you might be thinking this is clickbait. Or that I'm trying to get views by making this claim that sounds so tragic. You might be right, but you're wrong. Why are you wrong? Because clickbait is sometimes all about the way you interpret things. I'm gonna explain what this tragedy is. Is the thumbnail over the top? Yeah, okay, maybe it is, but hear me out. This is not clickbait. This year's main Bloodline story was about Solo's takeover, him becoming the new tribal chief under his version of the Bloodline, and then Roman's mission to reclaim the throne. Once he reclaims it, like he did on the Raw debut show on Netflix, that story is over. Now you might say, every story comes to an end. Again, I agree, but let me explain. In this case, like in every case, the journey determines whether or not it was worth it or whether or not we got the best version of the story. Personally, I believe this story deserved more. Yeah, I'm saying that. No, I'm not bringing up the same old argument of how the Rock broke character, gave Roman the Ulafala, which many said. I'm not just talking about that. I'm asking you to hang in there, let me explain. Consider this video a hot take if you must. I will explain why I feel this story could have been better, and where exactly I felt it started falling apart, and how it could have potentially just been really powerful. The beginning portions were fantastic, but then something happened along the way, and social media theories and predictions also potentially fucked with our heads and heads of many. But the main thing is that Solo Sikoa never felt like a real threat beyond a certain point. He just didn't. If he did, this journey could have been more exciting and could have extended further as well. So the post-WrestleMania portions were great. Solo's shift and mannerisms, the way he took charge and intimidated Paul Heyman, the debut of Tama Tonga, which led to Jimmy Uso getting attacked and thrown out of the soon-to-become new bloodline of Solo Sikoa. It was great. The return of Tanga Loa and then Jacob Fatu as Solo continued wreaking havoc. Awesome. Solo getting his hands on the Ulafala and Paul Heyman courageously for the first time going against Solo Sikoa by not acknowledging him as the tribal chief, thereby being attacked and thrown through a table. Brilliant. Engaging. Now it's the new bloodline completely on their own without a wise man. It was after this moment where issues started to surface. At this point, everything was fresh, which means new angles needed to be created before Roman comes back to try and take what is truly his. This is where the troubles began, and we started thinking that maybe it's all part of the plot. Jacob Fatu clearly seemed more dominant than Solo Sikoa. That's okay because he definitely looks the part, and I felt that maybe this could just lead to something. That's part of the story. It was great watching Jacob throughout this track. Solo now, the supposed ruthless force, loses to Cody Rhodes twice. We see repeated moments where Solo and the gang lay out Cody, Kevin Owens, or Randy Orton at the end of every other SmackDown episode. But Solo lost every singles match. He just did not feel dominant enough, and we were just waiting for Roman Reigns to return. Roman returns at SummerSlam, helping Cody beat Solo the second time. So now Roman is back, he gets beaten every now and then, and sometimes he has the upper hand in the following SmackDown episodes. We start seeing theories and predictions online that Sila Fatu will return or Hikuleo will return. The entire story started to be so narrow when it could have been so broad. No major family depth, no senior members of the Samoan dynasty making special appearances, or at least externally siding with either Roman or Solo. That would have taken things to the next level. Solo didn't just betray Roman, he betrayed the massive family. This could have been taken to another insane level. None of that happened during this story. Yes, I did enjoy parts of the story, but I see how it could have been much bigger. I don't know if there is more that's gonna happen, but the story has changed now. That's my point. People, including myself, predicted or felt that The Rock will betray Roman Reigns. Yes, I'm getting to that, okay? And that he will have a role to play in the bloodline. His return at Bad Blood made us further believe this narrative, but nope, that didn't happen. At the Raw premiere episode, Roman won and The Rock gave him the Ulafala, and that's that. Nothing else. No other hint of how the story could continue either. See, that would be okay. Just a complete climactic feel. The story is done. Whatever happens now can only be a new story. But I saw no seeds planted for a new story. I just see a bunch of other superstars right now getting entangled in the bloodline drama. And without the bloodline themselves actually having a story. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, even Seth Rollins. It's like the bloodline impacted everyone, but at the moment the bloodline has no clear path forward. The story that was built upon this year and throughout this year is done. That's why I say tragic end. I mean, an end to a story that could have just been so much more powerful. So that's that, guys. And I know I did mention The Rock as well. A lot of people spoke about that, but that's not my main problem here. That's not my main issue here. It's just that this story, either ended early. There are certain loopholes in the story. Consider this a hot take. And there's a whole family involved. It's not just about Roman and Solo. And Solo didn't seem like much of a threat. And yeah, that's really about it. So clickbait or not, it's a tragic demise of what could have been a great story. So yeah, please do like, share, subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm going to be regularly making some content. You can check out some of my previous content. Until next time, peace out. Bye.